are going to make ginger tea. So last we saw the dry ginger or chukku kapi, and in this video we are going to see how to make ginger tea. So tea in India means chai, and we call it as chaya. So many of my students have asked what language do I speak, and you might have heard me talking to other people or on the phone in my language. So my language is called as Malayalam, and we write it as Malayalam, and this is my language. So the tea or chai just means tea. So here we call it as tea or chai tea, and in my language we call it as chaya, and we write it as chaya. So today we are going to make ginger tea. So it's called as inchi. That means ginger. Inchi means ginger. Inchi chaya. That means ginger tea. So today we are going to make ginger tea, inchi chaya. So if you guys doesn't have anything else to do while quarantine, you can actually learn my language. So this is called as Malayalam, and this is cha. So this is ma, ma. This is la, ya, lam, or this is la, la, and this is So this is ma, la, ya, lam, and this is chaya. So writing like this is cha. This is ya. So this is chaya. So you guys are going to learn a little bit of Malayalam with me while I tell you how to make the ginger tea. So the ingredients that we have over here is, I'm only going to make for 1 cup of tea. So this is ginger. I like using a lot of ginger. So if you don't want to use this much amount of ginger, you can just maybe like an inch of a ginger piece, you can take it. And you guys already saw the cardamom in the last video. Then I have loose tea. Loose tea is much more easier to get more flavor from rather than the tea bag, but you are welcome to use the tea bag. But I do like the loose tea, and you can get it from the Indian store or even from the normal grocery store. You can use the Lipton tea bag. And this is just sugar. I use raw sugar all the time. And for ginger tea, we only need ginger and cardamom. This is just to see, like, you can add and make it as a masala tea. So in order to make masala tea, you can add any masala, but mainly we use cinnamon, and I know you guys love cinnamon over here. And this is cloves. So for 1 cup of tea, I probably will use maybe this much amount of cardamom, and maybe not cardamom, this much amount of cinnamon stick, and 1 clove, and that will give you enough oomph. But I do like, this is my personal ginger tea, so I really like to put ginger and cardamom and sugar and tea leaves. That's it, and that's my ever favorite drink. For me, my family, and my husband, we love ginger tea. So in order to make the ginger tea, the ratio has to be 1:1. That means 1 cup of water to 1 cup of milk. There are people who makes it in pure milk, and it's fine with me, but I do not like that much heavy feeling in my tummy after I drink like just milk tea. So I do dilute it with water. So it's going to be 1 cup of water to 1 cup of milk. So over here I'm going to take 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of milk, whole milk over here. So I did take a little bit more water because we have to boil it down. So this is a little bit more than 1/2 cup of water. Then I have 1/2 cup of whole milk right over here. I'll be just making one cup. So I'm going to turn it on, the pan. You can put the water at first. So while we steam this one or start boiling it, the boiling point, you guys know what is vapor pressure and boiling point at this point of time. So we are going to see 3 different things over here. One is diffusion, the second one is boiling point, and third one is vapor pressure. So when you see the steam that is coming out from the boiling water, that is the time when it starts getting heated and some of the water molecules in liquid form transform to gaseous molecule. So boiling point is the point at which a liquid starts boiling. For water it's 100 degrees Celsius. And so you can see the steam that's coming up a little bit over here. So while we wait for, and it's going to boil real fast, I'm going to lower down the heat. So the boiling point is when the vapor pressure of the liquid water will be exact same as the atmospheric vapor pressure. That is the time it starts boiling. So before it's boiled, I want to crush ginger. So I'm taking the whole piece of ginger. And it's ginger is really good for your throat, for your immune system. I'm a little bit rough. I'm not like really soft and like I'm like crush. Then I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 3. If it's bigger cardamom pods, you just need maybe 3 for 1 cup, or maybe less than that. It's fine. So I crushed it. Now all I have to do is transfer. You just have to crush it. You don't have to powder it, anything. So this is the consistency that I like. I'm going to put it here and let it boil. So there are 2 reasons that I want to boil the inchi or the ginger and cardamom before we put milk. So if there is any problem with ginger, sometimes the milk will go bad while you boil. So in order to remove that part, I do like to boil the ginger and cardamom in water, so all the essence will get into water first, because milk is much more thicker. So all of these oils and everything won't get into milk. You probably need much more amount of ginger and cardamom to get the flavor if you boil it in milk. So I do like to boil it in water, so all the essence will completely get into the water. Then you can add milk. That's one reason. Second reason is sometimes if the ginger is not good, or if it has gone bad, which we don't even know, sometimes if you boil it in milk, it will completely get spoiled. So in order to avoid that, it's always safe to boil in water, let all the bacteria and everything that is in there get killed. So now this has been boiling for maybe like, I don't know how long I have been talking to you guys, so maybe a minute. So this is boiling right now. So I am going to pour the milk, and while boiling you're going to lose some of the water that I put it in here, so don't worry too much. While it boils, I'm going to add, so this is half a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon is enough for me, but for my husband, he likes 1 tablespoon of sugar. So adjust it according to your palate, like drink it, and if you want to add more sugar, add it. More the sugar, it will taste better, obviously. So you can add a little bit more if you want. So maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon would be fine. I think that would be perfect for everyone. If you want to make masala tea, all you have to do is add cloves and cinnamon to this one, and that will turn into masala tea. I do not like the taste of cumin in tea, so I do not put cumin, but there are people who puts that one or prefers that one. So now this is a little bit getting into boil. So the key part is you need to stir it so it does not burn the bottom of the pan, okay? So the milk should not burn in the bottom. So make sure you stir it once in a while. It doesn't have to be continuous one. Let me increase the heat so it starts boiling a little bit more faster. And I'm making it outside. You can make it inside, but I like the climate today, so I'm making it outside. And also my kitchen is not made to make a really good video, like it's facing towards a wall. So I do prefer making it outside just for the shooting purposes, like to capture it and put it over there. So now you can see this is like starting to boil right now. So this is the time you can add the loose tea or even the tea bag, it's fine. So I'm going to put half a tablespoon of the tea powder. and let it boil. And you have to keep it boiling until you see the enough strength of the tea. For me, this is like too light, so I'm gonna let it boil for maybe 30 more seconds and see. So you can see the color changes. That means the tea leaves are giving its flavor to the entire tea. So it's getting more darker and darker now. I think this would be enough for you guys. The strength, if you're not used to the normal tea, I think this should be enough strength for you right now. Do you see the color? That should be enough. I'm going to make it boil a little bit more, maybe like more for 10 or 15 more seconds. So I do like it like a little bit more strength. So now this looks perfect for me, so I'm gonna turn it off, and all you have to do is strain this one into, okay, it's slightly hot, but it's okay. So now I strained it. And one thing that I would prefer to do is I'll show you how to make foam with the tea. So I strained it completely. And now all you have to do is do this motion to get more foam for the tea. If you're not used to it, you can do it in the sink or use a bigger vessel. So while I do it, I'm making actually more foam. I'm making it more homogeneous. I'm adding air bubble to the tea. Like when you drink it, it gives you a really good flavor once you do this one. And plus, I'm actually removing the boiling hotness from here. So you can see like there's a good amount of foam over there. So I'm going to, all I have to do is pour it in a cup. Perfect. 1 cup of tea with half and half. That means half of milk and half of water. Now I'm going to taste it, and this is, I already drank 1 cup already like in the morning, so this is too much for me, but I have other people in my house right now too, who are waiting to drink the ginger tea. Perfect. Perfect. Like this sugar is like so good. You can drink it in the morning, in the afternoon, at any point of time. If this keeps you awake, make sure do not drink it at night. Tea keeps me awake. So coffee actually puts me to sleep, which is so weird, but tea keeps me awake. So I do not drink any kind of tea after 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Just to make sure that I will get enough sleep, but I can easily drink coffee and go to bed, and I'll be fine. Oh, this is so good. Do make it, try this one. This is awesome.